So often, I find myself feeling this violent rage towards my past self and the way that I thought about things, the way that I explained things, the choices that I make. And it is this just total rejection to the point that I can't even read things that I've said to other people, things that I've written, because the just pure rejection and disgust that I feel at it is so visceral. I seize up, right? And I was just thinking just how unfair that is. And no wonder I feel so paralyzed in the moment, why I feel like I can't do anything, why I don't allow myself to express myself in so many ways, because this knowing and this fear that a future version of myself is going to look back on what I've done right now and feel that same rejection and disgust is so like burned into my body, my brain, just my entire sense of safety in the world that it's kept me functionally paralyzed, right? And then, when you add on this experience of trying to explain things to people in the moment and them not really getting it, it just compounds this feeling of not even wanting to try, right? Not wanting to create anything, wanting to share anything. But I just realized, that like when it comes to like functional time travel, my capacity to communicate from my past self, which is, me every millisecond before now, to my future self as me in the present, like in between, you know, my capacity to do that, to communicate with myself across time, I think directly correlates with my capacity for creative expression. Because if I cannot respect where I was, then where I am does not have the freedom to go anywhere. It does not have the permission to explore and express, because if I always am anticipating this iron fist coming down and just punishing me for trying at all, then of course I'm not. And I'm going to be stuck in the present moment, paralyzed. And I'm going to be stuck looking at my past self that did nothing, that didn't even try in the first place. And then what?
Put some antibacterial on it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm talking to myself. I'm recording a video. um, but then, if I look back at myself, and I didn't do anything and whatever, well, I don't know what I was saying. My future self, I can't anticipate a future where, you know what I mean, where I'm doing things, I'm expressing myself, and but then I'm just caught in this disappointment and this shame, and so I think that going forward, it's May 1st today, May Day. I really am gonna try and I am going to be more deliberate about respecting past versions of myself and actually engaging in a dialogue with them and respecting where I was and respecting the wisdom in what I was trying to say, even if it does not resonate with me now, it still contains the building blocks of what got me to where I am right now in this moment and where I'm headed, right? And so if I don't respect everything that got me here, then in the present moment, I feel like I'm functionally like forcing myself to start over from scratch over and over and over again because it needs to be fresh. It needs to be something that I agree with right now and that I have deemed as something that I'm not going to regret later, that I'm not going to disagree with later, which does not allow me to develop in any way. And so, in the spirit of this, I'm going to read something that I sent to some people that I taught a class to when I was at a point in my project that this was, of course, May 28th of last year, so almost a year ago. Um, I wanted to update them on where I was and what my intentions were with what I was trying to do. And um, yeah, here we go. So I will say in simple terms, my theory is that reality is calculating itself into existence, and the boundary decisions made by these calculations result in stable patterns that interact and shape the self sustaining universal field. The evolution of patterns across all scales follows a binary decision nested within a three-step process that cycles infinitely and allows for experience as we know it. From this understanding, we can diagnose where flow is blocked in any system and apply insights from across traditional domain boundaries to restore coherence and reduce suffering. This is a very simplified and is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, so when I saw that, when I read, I saw my theory is that reality is calculating itself into existence. Immediately, I was like, ugh, gross. I hate it. Immediately just rejected that. That is what made me feel this visceral disgust at what I had said because it felt. I think I was claiming it was a mechanism claim. Um, well, it really wasn't a mechanism claim. It was more so like a structural inference or functional than mechanistic. But calculating, you know what I mean? You hear math, you hear, it just, it's that's not how I want to say it. But now reading this again, now that I'm actually engaging with it, okay, yes, I do. I do actually agree with what I said. So this is my problem, right? Is I don't respect past versions of what I say, and then I just like I block it out. Okay. I block it out, and then I I feel lost. I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like how did I get here? Like all of this stuff, and it's literally just because I won't reread what I've said, but then I reread it and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." Because every moment, every past version of myself has been a present version of myself. That's the thing. My past me has always been a present me at some point. And I trust present me? Do I trust what I'm saying right now? Yeah. Like I very rarely do I ever doubt anything that's coming out of my mouth? And if I do doubt it, it's for a specific reason. You know what I mean? It's like I can explain why I'm doubting what I'm saying in the moment. So yeah, I definitely need to work on that. Definitely need to again show respect to my past self, um, show respect to my own wisdom and my own time and effort that I've put into what I'm doing, and you know, give myself the time of day. So, happy May 1st.